So another Andy B 2-minute video. This one, it's all about green stitching and socks. What's that got to do with anything? So I have a particular brand of socks. I really like them. They fit very well with the same brand of boots. They actually really do work well together. Funny that. One of my sons actually has the same brand of socks, different brand of boots. So we have these same socks, the same colour, coming through the washing, and when we come to separate them, they look exactly the same. Now, we could get a DNA scanner out and work out whose is which socks based on, residue. That doesn't feel particularly sensible. So how then do we find out which one of the socks is his and which one is mine? Well, I came up with a really ingenious, super simple solution. A little bit of green stitching inside at the top. It's not very neat. It can't be, actually. I'll explain why in a minute. But it needs to be a bit longer than it should be, so it's a bit scraggly and it doesn't look great. Because then when you come to take the washing out of the dryer or off the washing line or wherever it's come from, quick look in the top, I've got my little socks with the green stitching, and my other son, same socks, has his socks. It's very simple. When we first put the stitching in, it was lovely and neat, and it disappeared into the fabric of the sock because they're quite squishy socks. They're lovely. So I developed a much simpler system. Bunch of cotton, couple of really rough knots, stitch it through, hangs down about a centimetre or so, quarter of an inch-ish, and then it's really easy. You don't feel it on your leg when you put your sock on, and it's really obvious. Sometimes we like to stitch things up really neatly, don't we? If it's the outside of a particular fancy dress clothes, whether it's your posh dress for the night or your fancy suit for a wedding, we don't want the green stitching on the outside hanging down looking messy. But in those contexts, actually, it's worth to take a little bit more time and to take more care. With the socks, when we tried that approach, it disappeared into the fabric. You couldn't see it. You had to start pulling away the fabric. Not a very suitable solution. So we made it a bit more messy. Sometimes solutions, they need to be neat. They need to be carefully done. The zip needs to be stitched on carefully. Otherwise, when you go to use the zipper, all of a sudden you have a mess. Sometimes it needs to be a bit straggly to be seen. My thought for you today, just be careful when you're trying to work out a solution to a problem. Sometimes the neatest solutions are not the best. Just a thought.